Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I realized that there was something and I was running out of control of my computer, so I really had to bring it under my control before I proceed. Otherwise, things might run up. I realized programs just running anyhow, which is not normal. Okay, so now there are things that I was here to. I'll assume I was here to Grammarly and plagiarism and word counter. So what I was saying that the word count, the 10% that we usually request is usually an insurance, okay? An insurance that when we take this document again in Grammarly, because we have to take your document to Grammarly, even if you are going to send us Grammarly report, we still have to take your document in Grammarly, and there are only very few things that we usually accept to be left in Grammarly. The first thing that we can accept to be left in Grammarly, the very first one is active passive voice. Okay, so we don't have a very big issue with passive voice. So I'll just write them here. Let me get this thing. Okay, so first we don't have a big problem with passive voice, and then another thing, passive voice. This is probably the only error in Grammarly that we don't have a problem with. Any other problem, kindly just try as much as possible to minimize it. Even this passive voice, try as much as possible to minimize it, okay? So if you know how to minimize it, well, it's okay. You can minimize it. Or if you don't know how to minimize it, then try as much as possible not to have minimize it. But I can tell you a way to minimize it. Like, for example, you said the work was done. The work was done. Uh, the work was done. This is passive voice, okay? But when you say that Kevin, okay, Kelvin did the work, this is active voice. So active voice usually needs somebody, okay? Like this person did what, this person. But if you can get, and then other errors that we usually see is like unclear transcendent. I don't know how to pronounce it, ascendant, but I think you know it if you use Grammarly, especially when on this word this. So that's what I'm telling you. You should try as much as possible to avoid using that word this in the beginning of a sentence. And then another thing is ending a sentence with a preposition. Okay, like I knew that he was going to do that because of that. No, that wasn't a good example. I can't think of a good example, but you know, there are some sentences that our spoken English usually end with a preposition. So try to stop ending with preposition, okay? And then try as much as possible not to use spoken English, like she was carrying herself. So you don't say she was carrying herself because this one just translates to huyu dem anajibeba sana ikija kwa kazi, isn't it? So like don't do that. So try to minimize spoken English. And then something else that I can say is that the 10%, as I said, the 10% of the word counter is not because you want to overwork you, but it's because it's an insurance that even when you counter check the work for grammatical errors, we will not lose too much words that maybe I will call you back again and tell you, hey, niongezee words kama tatu hivi. No, there's no need of me calling you. Okay? So in that situation, I had to call that guy and tell him to add words, which did not turn out well because mimi mwenyewe sipendi kupigia mtu kila mara nikimwambia fanya hii fanya hii fanya hii. As I said on the other meeting, you guys are adults and I don't expect that maybe we are going to have difficulty in anything. Okay, so okay, then now I'll go back to my screen. So the number of references, as I said, the number of references is going to be provided in the job. So here, the number of references is going to be provided in the job. And then let me just check sound a little bit. Yeah, so another thing is that the number of references is going to be provided on the job. And then please make sure you just put the exact number of references. So if you're told 5 references, don't put 10, don't put 11, don't put everything. And if you're told that the documents that are supposed to cite or to refer to are only those on the job. Please don't go on internet sources and do that. So I will tell you, read instructions very carefully, including everything that is on that table and everything is on those materials that we send you, so that you can avoid this. And then the cover page, please observe this topic case. Observe this topic case. Uh, all these instructions, I'll put them in the description of the video. So when you go to the description of the video on YouTube, you are going to get those instructions. You can copy paste them and you have them somewhere. Okay. And then the other one is the number of references. This one I just said it, so I don't know why it's here, but I'll just leave it. And then check the titles provided in the work. Okay, so I had a situation whereby a title was told, you are told that write it this way, write the title this way, and the writer did not identify or did not put that title, exact title. So please try to check. And I'm going to show an example of this. Uniformity of color. This one is the most difficult for writers to notice, but I'm going to illustrate you with a document. And then header and page number font. So header and page number font should be equal. Okay, so the ones that you use is Times New Romans. And then the next thing is spellings. So when I talk about spellings, is that there are some mistakes that Grammarly does not observe, but you as a human can observe. So we do expect that you are going to observe that. So I think that was all about this video. Then the next video, I'll have a document to illustrate all these mistakes. And so to that point, I'd like to say thank you, and I hope this video is informative. Have a nice time. Thank you.